All right, this lesson is going to be on how to handle objections. Now, this is all from Eric Worre's skill number 4. I believe it's chapter 7 in the audio, and I'm sure you can find it in the book as well. Now, when you get objections, you're going to get them, and the key is to make sure that you don't squash them, that you actually entertain them and handle them, or else you're never going to get anywhere with somebody. We want to make sure that we always are leading with the idea that our purpose and our mission is to create an environment where we're educating and creating understanding about what we do, what Team Beachbody is, and the opportunity. And then after that, we're detached from the outcome. They get to decide if it's a fit for them or not. Okay, so the objections that you might have are going to fall into 2 categories, and you might get them during the invite process or during the follow-up when you're walking through the 6 questions after they've seen the third-party tool or the presentation of the business. So the 2 objections fall into 2 categories. One is, but they're all around belief system. One is a belief that is a limiting belief in their ability to do this. Okay, and there would be usually coming up in the verbiage of, I don't have enough time, I don't know enough people, I don't have enough money. I wrote a couple of other ones down. I'm too old, I'm too young, I don't know technology. So all of that is around the limiting belief in their ability. So an example of, I don't have enough money right now. Now, how you combat the limiting beliefs in self are going to be using the feel, felt, and found, and then telling a story. So you don't want to squash it. You would speak something like, I feel what you're talking about. I understand where you're coming from. And people want to be understood. So I understand what you're talking about. I felt that way too. And what I found was, and this is where I'm going to tell your story, that I didn't have a lot of money getting started either. And it was rough for me. And I was tired of being behind the 8 ball on my bills and, not being able to send my kids to horse lessons, and that she wanted to take piano and that kind of thing. And so, I just found a better way, and I am super excited about this. So and this is where you kind of spin it, after you've told your story, then you're going to use the languaging that if you really felt this was a way to change your future, would you find a way to make it work? So the languaging is, so if you really felt that this could be a way for you to get out of being, bill to bill and paycheck to paycheck, would you find a way to make it work? So asking him a question, and you'll usually get a positive response. All right, the second limiting belief is going to be, is this a network marketing company? And you don't want to squash that. You want to make sure that you say, if they say that, is it a pyramid scheme, MLM? 90% of the people have been burned that are going to be saying this question. The other 10% just don't know about MLMs. You're going to respond with, yeah, do you have a story? Was it you or somebody else? And let them tell you, oh yeah, my sister got burned using, some kind of face creams and stuff like that. Well, what do you think the reason was? And then they'll tell you, well, they made her buy all this stuff up front, and then, she went out and she spammed everybody. Well, then you would go back and you would ask another question, and getting to the point that it's usually the person and it's not the company or product. So do you think it was that your sister didn't have the skill, and that maybe the company was really good, but maybe she was around some icky people that didn't train her very well? And then the person would probably say, yes, that's probably it. So let's just put that aside and say this is an isolated incident, because the company's probably good, the product is probably decent, it's just she didn't have enough skill. Do you think that was it? And then if they say yes, then you've been able to handle that objection. All right, I hope that helps. But usually around the network marketing pyramid area, it's usually that it's the person or the situation, and not just the company or the product. All right. So at the end, you would say, so if I could show you how to make this work, where it could feel, you could feel confident that this was something that, and you had the skills, and you had the training, and you had the confidence, do you think that you might be ready to take a look? That would be helpful. All right, you guys, take care.